going on, everybody? Back again. I'm Ron. This is Groove. Say what's up, Groove.
What's going on, everybody? Back again for another one. Kick back, get your drinks ready. You in for a good one.
This is another episode of the world famous Cousins and Cocktails podcast. What are we drinking this week?
This week, we have Kraken Spiced Rum.
Woo! About to get it cracking, y'all.
So, this is a spiced rum that is 94 proof. 94 proof.
How many?
94.
Dang.
So, we're looking at 47% alcohol with this. We're going to go ahead and take a shot, let you know what's going on. We got a cocktail we concocted for you, and we'll let you know how both of those are.
Spiced rum, huh?
Yeah, that Kraken.
Man, this right here, I ain't gonna lie to Rube. This right here look like some motor oil.
Smell decent.
Now, I'm also kind of smelling the lotion on my hands, but it do kind of have a, almost like a vanilla
To me,
smell to it.
To me, it got like a cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice type smell.
Damn, you smelling this. You smelling vanilla, I'm smelling you smelling nutmeg, I smell vanilla. You might have to throw this in a sweet potato pie.
Right. Throw this some yams.
94 proof, huh?
Yeah, go ahead and
all right,
take this back. See how it is.
Now, don't be cheating. Hold it in a little bit. Don't try to just throw it on down your throat.
Gotcha.
Give me the hiccups.
Woo! Yeah, that's one of them boys.
Yeah, you talk about that one first.
That's one of them ones. You taste all 94 of that.
And then some.
The funny thing about it is, once you hold it on your palate, you do get those notes of the cinnamon, the vanilla, the nut. You get the spices, but once it hit that back in the throat, woo! Different story.
And then the real story is when it hit that stomach.
Yeah.
Because right now it's burning.
Burning.
But surprisingly enough, for it to be as strong as it is, when you first put it on your mouth, it ain't like instant flame. Like, you ever had tried to do a shot of Everclear? And you know, like as soon as you put that in your mouth, it's like an explosion. Yeah, this right here is, and I feel like we say this every week, it's smooth.
Yeah, it actually is smooth for it to be 94 proof.
Yeah. I feel like, again, just to take neat pours, and you will never catch me cracking with the Kraken.
Yeah, I'm usually the one that's like, I'm gonna pass on the straight shot.
Yeah. What it kind of gives you a reminder of is that what was I drinking last? That bamboo.
Oh, that rum, that bamboo rum.
Now I feel like that bamboo is sweeter than this one.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like they cousins.
Yeah,
like they could be related to each other.
Yeah, and this Kraken, like we always say, you trying to it will get it cracking. If you want something that's strong, and you like the intensity of a drink with the spice notes, I would say go for the Kraken, but I'm not.
Yeah, for me, it seems like while it's a quality alcohol, to me it got like a mid-shelf type of feel. Because like something high shelf, higher class, it feels like it would be easier to drink standalone.
Right.
This right here, even though it's not horrible, it doesn't really give me the effect of something that I would just drink by itself.
Right.
That, and also with it being 94 proof, I ain't trying to get it cracking like that.
Right.
Because like that's gonna be a quick party. I might be. You ever when you was in college ever had them times where you drinking, you're like, oh, we about to go to the club, and next thing you know, it's morning time, you still on the couch.
Yep.
You never made it out.
Yep.
I feel like that's what could happen. So with something that strong, I kind of feel like it's almost something you kind of need to mix with something else. Yeah. Because just drinking that by itself, I don't see how that could be enjoyable.
Yeah, and another thing, the price tag. The price tag is a pretty nice price tag. It's only $37.99 for a fifth, which is not bad. But like you say, the bamboo is about $6-7 more. I would go with that over this.
It's a higher quality.
Yeah, I would go with that over this. Or even another rum we'll probably get to a little later in our episode is a plantation rum, and it's actually good as well.
Plantation.
Yeah.
I don't know about no. We gonna do that one before Juneteenth. After Juneteenth, ain't no plantation rums. After that is a rule. That is a cousin of the cocktail rule. Is in the laws and the bylaws. There is no plantation rum after Juneteenth.
Understandable.
Cool. All right, Rube. First topic of the day. What you got?
I got the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at the tail end of the NBA season. We know who's there.
Mm-hmm.
We know what you're looking for, what you're looking at. We're looking at Boston. We're looking at Golden State.
Mm.
I want to know who you got, how many games, and is it going to be more interesting than we think?
First of all, we kind of did a preview to this a couple weeks ago when we said it's Golden State back.
Right.
At the time, they were only one game in with Dallas. And they kind of did a reversal of the roles from what happened with Dallas.
Yeah.
We gave Dallas the quote-unquote donkey on the day for giving up that lead
Yeah,
to
that
Golden
big
State.
lead, yeah.
And then Golden State turned around and did the same thing with Boston at home and gave up a big lead.
Right, yeah.
So, with that being said, to kind of dip off or to revert back to that last conversation, Golden State not back because I don't feel like the Golden State Warriors that was playing against the Cavs was giving up 19, 17-point leads, 15-point leads at home and letting another team win. I say that, with all that being said, I still think they're going to win the series. Mm-hmm. I still think that they are a better team than Boston. I think Boston caught rainbow in the bucket, and they just so happened to
light it up in the fourth quarter
because they was getting smacked coming into that. Like that, I think they had to come back from the largest fourth quarter deficit ever. They did so. They didn't just win by a point. They came back and still won convincingly, but they were getting smashed for 3 quarters.
3 quarters, yeah.
To tell the truth, they were getting whooped until like the last minute or 2 minutes of the first half, and then the fourth quarter. Right. So I feel like, unless Golden State has a total collapse, which I don't see that happening because their core is intact and their core has been there before. Right. I don't see it happen. I don't see them winning. To answer your question though, I got Golden State in 6. I don't even think it's gonna go 7. I think whenever they play game 2, Golden State wins convincingly. Boston and their fan base will probably push them to 1 when they go back home for game 3. I think Golden State wins game 4, put them up 3-1.
That would be 2-2.
2-2. Yeah. Then they'll come back, Golden State win 1, go to Boston and win at home. Yeah, I don't see it going 7 games.
Yeah, I got Golden State in 7.
Okay.
And I think Golden State is in their own way. Like, they got in their own way the last game. And I think it was a point of coaching and also playing, because there's no way Steph go for 21 in the first and then you let him sit all that time in the second. No, get him out there, let him go until he like, all right, when he pull that jersey, pull him out.
And ask for breathing.
Yeah, so because with the little lead y'all had, he could have, with the way Steph was playing, it could have been blown open a little
But
more.
He got a majority of them points in the first quarter, though.
Yeah, he had 21 in the fourth. Yeah. I mean, the first.
Yeah, all them threes in the first.
But
I seen him putting up a lot of bricks in crunch time. And then also he missed a couple layups in crunch time. They were trying to say, like, is that a little bit of rust because they had a week layoff?
But you're an NBA player, man.
That's an excuse.
That's
to me, that's a built-in
But
excuse.
like I said, like, even from what Steph put up 34 on 50% shooting. Now, where you at, Dre? 2 or 12, we can't have that.
Yeah.
Where you at, Clay? Jordan Poole. Wasn't no pool party.
It wasn't.
Game 1.
It wasn't. But even with that being said, let's look at the roles that Golden State has. Draymond's role ain't to score. Draymond's role is to play defense, but he has a key role on offense, and that's to facilitate.
Right.
So you notice Draymond a lot of time will bring the ball up the court.
Yeah.
And his job is to dish. And it's so crazy. Like, I don't want to jump too far ahead because I'm going to get into this later on, but just Steph Curry's role and how does Steph get his points? Is Steph a give me the ball, I'm going to take over type of player?
No.
Or is Steph is a I'm going to give the ball away to get it back. Let me come off a screen like I was actually talking to my girl earlier who was very knowledgeable on sports. But I was she was comparing Steph and Kobe was her. And I was saying, like, Kobe was a ball in the hand, everybody get out the way,
and you move.
Give me the ball, and I'm a score. And I said Steph, on the other hand, is more of a I'm gonna get the ball past half court. I'm about to dish so I can run off 3 or 4 screens. And Steph is like he is no debate the best catch and shoot player. But to me, like even though he can create his own shot off the dribble, he is mostly catch and shoot. All his points really come off the screen.
His off the dribble moves anyway. He's not as much as Steph is an excellent ball handler. As much as he's a great ball handler, he don't even look to really get to that bucket like that. He's looking to create space to pull.
Yeah.
So if Steph go downhill more, it would collapse that defense. And then you still got shooters. You still got Clay out there, Poole out there.
I'm not ready to put too much on Poole though, because even though he's not is he a rookie? He's on
third year.
Okay, he hasn't been in that type of situation, that spotlight.
Yeah.
This is his first time to the dance. So
right.
I feel like
Wiggins too.
But Wiggins been in the league longer though.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about and Wiggins got more. Not more pressure, but more is expected of him than Poole. Wiggins was number 1 overall pick. Yeah. So it is expected of him, even though it's his first time to the finals,
right.
It's expected of him to do more because you were the number 1 overall pick and you was the man in Kansas. So it's not like you not used to.
You was more the man than Embiid was in Kansas.
Exactly. Exactly. So with that being said, like I expect more out of Wiggins than I do of Poole.
Right.
And Poole, I just expect Poole to play more like Sean Livingston did. Sean Livingston came in, free throw line, in. He was money all day. It was guaranteed points. It was, let me get a breather. It's an instant spark off the bench,
right.
And that's it.
And I think that's where the coaching came in at, because Iguodala played 12 minutes in that game, and he probably played 12 total in Dallas series. Like, there's no way Iguodala should be playing all the minutes.
But Iguodala got the experience though.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a trust. I feel like what Steve Kerr did right there was go with the trust factor. Who's my guys who I know what to do, know going to make the correct pass, know the defensive rotations,
right.
Not going to be shook in a situation. So I kind of feel like that's why he put him in, because he know what to do. It's like reliable. Like I don't think that skill level for skill level. Now with Iguodala getting up in age, he's up there with Poole. But as far as the mental aspect, we had the awareness meter going. Iguodala's awareness is like a 99 overall.
Right.
So he gonna make the right play.
Yeah. And Iguodala is a clutch player. So.
What do you think about Tatum's performance?
That won't happen again.
So with that being said though, they still won.
But so also you look at my son like to call him JoJo White, but they're right off the bench. And Horford hitting all them threes, like they combined for 47 points. Yeah. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen again. Like
Horford found the youth also.
Yeah,
like Atlanta Hawks.
I'm like, I don't think that's gonna happen again.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes. I think it'll be closer than what
I still
it
think
looks
7
like.
now.
I'm thinking 7.
You gotta Boston. If you ought to go ahead, prove it to me. I'm not saying you can't do it, but I'm saying the Golden State historically that I have seen will lead me to give the credit to them and say they gonna recalibrate, you know what I'm saying, and get it done quicker than I will go ahead. But as much as I want Boston to win, because I still got that Golden State hate, I don't think that they're ready yet.
Well, we'll see. It's June. It's time to get it cracking. All right, so speaking of cracking, let's get into this cocktail.
Okay, cocktail of the week. Let's go.
Cocktail of the week, we got a dark and stormy. Okay, so it's 2 parts of the Kraken.
2 parts.
We're going ginger beer, 3 parts ginger beer, and just a half ounce of lime juice.
Okay, just a little squeeze, huh?
Yeah, a little squeeze, and come out with one of these.
Now, you got yours with your, if you notice the difference here in the consistency, that is mostly Kraken up top and ginger beer at the bottom. So, I got my
handy dandy.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mix that one up, dog. I'm sorry, because I already took my shot of Kraken for the day. I don't think I can do 2 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that boy on up.
We still getting a little stormy in there.
Yeah, that's that was all light up top. I'm going to need to go ahead and mix that up a little bit.
It smells good. If you like ginger beer and lime, dark and stormy for
ginger beer is like the great equalizer.
Yeah.
I feel like most good cocktails got ginger beer in there. It's either ginger beer or, which I'm sure we'll have in the future episode, what's it called? Club soda.
Club soda.
So club soda is great if you're trying to watch them calories, trying to watch them carbs. Club soda has no taste. It kind of just like adding fizz to whatever alcohol you're drinking. We'll get to that later, but I'm telling you, club soda. Go ahead.
Dark and stormy.
Much better.
Yeah.
Much better. Now you can get a Kraken. If you go ahead and invite ginger beer and lime to the party, you can go ahead and get a Kraken.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not. That ginger beer actually kind of overpowers the
Kraken.
The Kraken taste.
So with that ginger beer and that lime, you can still get those spice notes from the Kraken, but that ginger beer gives it a soda feel. It gives it more like you're drinking a soda, probably like a lime soda with some spices instead of that Kraken, because that Kraken by itself, something else. But you put, like you say, put that ginger beer and lime on there, you got a smooth little cocktail right there.
Yeah. For me, I'm tasting mostly ginger beer and lime, and I only got a little bit of the Kraken. Like, I don't know if it's because that's some high quality ginger beer we got jumping off or what, but that almost kind of makes it dangerous, because since you know it's 94 proof, if you go ahead and suck that down real pause. If you go ahead and drink that down too fast, you know what I'm saying? Looks like it has the ability to creep up on you, and then next thing you know, you somewhere where you don't want to be.
Exactly.
And that is toe up in the club. So, like we do all week, if they had Dark and Stormies at the bar, they on special, Dark and Stormies, $5 hollers. Will you order Dark and Stormy versus some of the other cocktails that we have previously had on the show?
Particular me, no. I'm going to pass on the Dark and Stormy. If I'm at the house and I'm rum night and I go get some Kraken for $37, yeah, I'll drink Dark and Stormy all day. But I'm not going to the bar and order another Dark and Stormy. No.
And I'm going to double down with that. That's going to be a no for me too.
Right, yeah. That's a first unanimous on the show.
That is a unanimous no. No offense to Kraken. I'm sure the proud people of Kraken, you're doing a hell of a job. Yeah. But when it comes to cousins and cocktails, that's a no on both fronts. I can't see myself going to order Dark and Stormies at the bar. You know, if you present me with some of the other cocktails that we had, that the tequila sunrise, I'll take that. That whiskey lemonade was better. Like I prefer those options over the Dark and Stormy. Maybe we will double back with another flavor of rum and find another concoction that we will prefer. Yeah. But as of right now, it doesn't too much seem like we are rum connoisseurs.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. I'm not big on the rum. Like before, the first episode, we had the whiskey. I'm a whiskey drinker. I like tequila, so I can do those, but the rum is not my jam, so I'm not even going to touch the rum if I'm out. Like I say, if it's a home thing, I want to be cheap, I'm going to go out $37, give me a fifth. This rum will probably be in my house for another 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's another thing. For the 37, I could find better ways to spend $37 than to get that Kraken. Like now, if it was just to add a rum to the collection, again, I'd probably choose some other rums before this one. But if I just wanted to have something in the rotation to say I'm a connoisseur and to appease any potential guest. Right. But other than that, if I ain't, like, I'm choosing Malibu. I'm choosing Bumbu. I'm choosing, what's another good rum?
I like the plantation rum.
You are free, sir. You are free. You don't need plantation rum.
If you come across the plantation rum, just give it a go.
You go to drink that Django rum. Have you ever had Appleton's?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so
that's a good rum.
Yeah, that's in the Caribbean. That's where I had it. Appleton. Jamaica, I think, is big on.
Yeah, I've been to Key West, and that's a rum city. And I had some great rum down there. I just can't remember the one because it was just so much going on at the time.
I got you.
But it is like, if you like rum, it is a lot of different rums out there. But if you're a drinker that like to have, or even just a casual drinker that like to have that punch, you know, I go, Kraken is not bad, but it's other ones you can choose from.
Okay. All right. Next, how we talking about Golden State and Boston in the finals? How do we get the Cavs back in the finals? What do we do? Cavs, we didn't win the lottery. Excuse me, didn't win the lottery. Damn, Rum, look at the Rum coming back on me. We didn't win the lottery, so we didn't get a lottery pick. But the Cavs, I feel like, had a good season. They kind of flamed out. I feel like, to tell the truth, injuries
took
and fatigue.
Yeah,
took them out of the rest of the season. We only needed one game to make it to the actual playoffs. We was in the play-ins, but to make it to the actual playoffs, we needed to win one game. We lost to Boston, and then we lost to Atlanta.
Yep.
I feel like, personally, the Cavs put so much of an emphasis on defense in winning a regular season game. I feel like they were trying to build culture.
Yeah.
And they ran out of gas at the end of the finish line. Like, if they could have had a little bit more energy, and we were decimated by injuries.
Yes, it was.
Rubio was out for a while. Marketing was out early.
Was out for the year.
Colin Sexton was out for a long time. Jared Allen ended up breaking the hand.
Okoro was out.
Okoro was out for a while. What's the young boy? Mobley was out for a long time. Like, hell, nobody, I mean, it's 2022. Nobody plays a full 82. But I feel like at some point in time, everyone on the Cavs was injured for a good point in time.
Yeah.
This offseason, 2022, what do the Cleveland Cavaliers need to do to get back to, frankly, where Golden State is right now in the finals? Golden State won 4 years in a row. Cavs won 4 years in a row. How do we get to where Golden State is?
I think we need two things when I'm looking at them. Health. If we can stay healthy, our core, I love our core. The Cleveland Cavaliers core reminds me of early 2000s, 90s basketball with them 3 7-footers in that lineup. I understand marketing can't guard threes.
Yeah, because I'm letting you get your rocks off now because I'm about to go in on marketing. So go ahead. I'm gonna let you get it right now.
The trees. I just like the trees, and I think we need health. And I think we need a scoring wing.
So what do we do with the offseason? So the big question that everybody wants to tap dance for: what are we doing with Colin Sexton? Is Colin Sexton coming back, or is he part of a trade?
I believe
if you're the GM,
if I'm the GM,
you Kobe Altman. What you doing with Colin?
If I can get a sign and trade, I'm signing a trade.
Okay. For who though? Who do you have in mind?
I don't have, like, to be quite honest, I can't even think of a person that I would that would be a significant trade partner per se. Like, we can say, oh yeah, we can get this guy for him. But we do need a scoring wing.
So with that in mind, I'm gonna stop you real quick. You can't even come up with who you want, but you know the scorer that Colin is. So to me, just think if we had Colin those 2 play-in games, I feel like had we had Colin Sexton, either of those 1-2 plugger, where all we needed was a bucket from anybody other than Darius Garland. I feel like Colin Sexton would have gave you points off the bench. Colin Sexton, him and Love coming off the bench, had he still been there, and I feel like he was playing good to start the season. I feel like Colin coming in we would have beat one of them two, either Brooklyn or Atlanta. You remember the game Colin had last year against Brooklyn when he gave Kyrie Irving the business. I was at one of them games where he filled them up. So I'm not as quick to dismiss Colin. I get that we don't want a super small front court with super small backcourt with Garland and Sexton both starting. But if Colin was to accept that 6-man of the year role, 6-man role, kind of like Lou Williams, kind of like Jamal Crawford, I feel like he could be in that line. He could definitely step into the Jamal Crawford line if he chose to accept that coming off the bench.
Now I understand that, and now if I could get Colin Sexton to buy into that 6-man role, there's no question I'll take him back. But like, from me being an avid Cavs watcher and watching the Cavaliers go on the game, I can't see Sexton buying into that role.
Why not though? Because he doesn't seem like an unselfish player.
It's not even about him being unselfish. It's about the money. I know it's not NFL type thing, but it's like not 6 million. You get the max, but you ain't getting. You're not getting per se. Let's say like Donovan Mitchell. You're not getting Donovan Mitchell max.
But has he ever came out and publicly said, "I'm looking for
no
max contract"?
No.
So why would you? So you can't put that on him. He ain't. There's his campaign release nothing. There's nothing that says our client is looking for the max contract or a max financial benefit for his skills.
This is my thing. Why didn't you guys just extend him then?
Because I feel like a proper GM is going to do his due diligence and see what they're talking about. I mean, someone might make a dumb trade for him. So I'm not saying that he's untradeable.
Yeah, he's not untradeable at all.
But what I will say, to double back on this marketing deal, any trade that involves saying, "Oh, you taking marketing with you." Like,
you want marketing out of it?
Oh, never mind. All right, so
why?
Because he's slow as hell. What you mean why? Marketing is a 7-foot play. He plays like he is 5'2". I've never seen this 7-footer get their shot blocked more. He is soft as cottonelle toilet paper around the rim. He can't do nothing but shoot. Like you would think with being 7 foot, you better be grabbing boards, give me a rim protector or something. Like he gets. If you noticed last year in the playoffs, they put marketing in the pick and roll every time. Atlanta killed us because every time it's like, okay, who's that guy? Pick and roll. I don't care if it's the 1-3 pick and roll, the 1-4 pick, whoever marketing is guarding, they put him into action. He's got slow feet. Both his feet are like cinder blocks. And he either make a dumb foul trying to guard somebody or he gets beat off the dribble. So, he is too much of a liability on defense.
So your least favorite Cavalier now is marketing over Stevenson?
No. No. And I'll be seeing some love talking about Lamar Stevenson somewhere.
Hey, he balled out the last 10 games of the season. He was balling.
That guy is
Philly game, he was balling.
But hey, look. Before I lose my train of thought, marketing needs to go because he is too slow on defense. He's a liability. I feel like his liability on defense outweighs his 3-point shooting on offense. Like it's like 4 on 5.
If marketing was giving me 2 blocks, I'd be like, okay, yeah, he good, he cool. Yeah.
But I mean, he even go to the hole soft. He may be dunked on 1 or 2 people this year, but most of the time when he goes to the cup, he don't go up like a 7-footer. It's like he don't trust in himself.
The last 3 games I went to this year for the Cavaliers, I think it was Philly game, Detroit game, and I can't think of the Lakers game.
Philly's game, wasn't they putting him and Harden in the pick and roll?
No, he played very well that Philly game.
On defense?
Yes. Wow. He had 4 blocks that game. He ain't stopped Embiid. He slowed Embiid down. I'm like, damn, where has this marketing been at all year? But then, like you say, back in the playing game, he was running back to the market.
Yeah, like I give to you, he'll give you a game every now and again where he's very well on offense. But it's the defensive liability for me that and it's like game in and game out. Anytime I'm playing the Cavs, my number one who's marking and guarding, we run a pick and roll through him until he shows me he can play some defense. And to me, that is a big issue.
Yeah, defense is a big issue. But okay, there is a trade proposal that they're looking at. It just whispers in the air. Would you take Gordon Hayward, Miles Plumlee, and a 2nd-round pick for Kevin Love and Chetty?
Yes.
You would?
Yep.
I'm not.
Why not?
Gordon Hayward's injury prone.
Gordon Hayward from Charlotte.
Miles Plumlee
from Charlotte.
And yes, and a 2nd-round pick.
Oh, all day. I'm taking that all day. Because first of all, Miles Plumlee plays how I wish marketing played.
But marketing's still on the team. We just giving it love.
Oh my gosh.
It's just love out of here in Chetty.
Now I might have to go ahead and take that back. Because no, then I wouldn't take that. I'll take that back then. No. Because if we keep it marketing, then if we
marketing is in any trade you get.
Yes. I would, like I said, the only way I would trade Colin is if we were trading Colin, marketing, and our, what we got, 13 pick? Number 13?
Yeah, we got 13. Yeah.
And 13 for a veteran.
But what veteran would you look to try to receive back?
It's got to be
it got to be a scoring guard. We need a scoring guard.
A scoring guard
or a scoring wing.
A bucket getting wing. Like, yeah. I will trade one of those. Other than that.
Would you take Tobias Harris?
Who's involved in the trade? Because
the ones you just said.
Marketing into, let's see.
So marketing that means our starting in our pick.
So that means our starting 5 would be Garland, Tobias,
LeVert.
So what is Tobias gonna play?
The 3.
The 3?
Yeah.
LeVert at the 2. and then Mobley and
Allen. Yeah.
And we still got Love.
Yep, still got Love. We still got Jetty. We still got
Jetty, my boy. Y'all better quit putting dirt on Jetty's name. Y'all be talking about Jetty as reckless. Well, hey, Jetty is my favorite.
He's your favorite Cav?
Yep.
My favorite Cav until he got my favorite Cav is Kevin Love.
This version.
I like when we got Kevin Love. I'm like, oh yes, we got
this year. Kevin Love was playing like Minnesota Kevin Love.
Man, not Minnesota per se, but he was balling.
It was close. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. This version of Kevin Love that we had this year, did he not play better than all 4 years that we had in the finals? In the finals,
yes,
he played better than finals Kevin Love.
Yes.
Even though I don't know if it was reduction of minutes, he was more comfortable. I don't know if LeBron scared him. But this version that we had, he got cheated. He should have been 6th man of the year. I don't know how they gave it to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero shoot up 50 shots a game.
Yeah, I thought our 6th man of the year was Rubio until he got hurt. That was my 6th man of the year.
Yeah,
hands down, Rubio was taking home that 6th man of the year.
Because Rubio was playing like international Rubio.
Man, he was killing. He had dudes turning left and right. I'm like, man, what is he doing? Yeah. This is like resurrected Rubio. Yeah. Like, what is this?
And his shot is his set shot, old school, behind the head, flip it up.
Yeah. He was hitting them though.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but like, Cavs need to score a wing. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how we gonna get it, but we need to do something to get it.
Yeah, agreed. But I don't. Again, I'm not in favor of trading Colin. I'm all in favor of trading that pick and marketing. But Colin, for me, I feel like he needs to stay. Keeping on track with the Cavs, let's talk about Cleveland's favorite Cav ever, your boy LeBron.
Bron James.
So now, from now on, LeBron James is known as Billionaire Bron. LeBron James is a billionaire. How do you feel about, we know LeBron James, the local Akron native, Northeast Ohio, can get AK on the license plate. Ohio loves LeBron. A billionaire, I feel like his contributions not only to basketball, but to all of African American culture, his humanitarian efforts. He's like an ambassador for social justice as far as basketball players go. Yeah. And now he's a billionaire. How do you feel like LeBron? What is LeBron's legacy right now?
LeBron could have quit basketball after he won a championship with Cleveland and been submitted.
As best of all time?
No, I'm not going to go there.
Oh.
He would have been submitted as one of the greatest of all time.
But not the best.
Not the best.
Okay.
And my thing, like, I LeBron James as a person, basketball player, he is phenomenal. Like, I don't understand the LeBron hate. Like, I understand
you know what the hate is. The hate is what they always throw up first is the finals losses.
But that don't mean nothing, because if you're a fan of the sport, you can't deny this man greatness. He is one of the greatest players to ever touch the basketball. He's 6'9", 250. I'm gonna take that 270 pounds. 6'9", 270.
Chills it.
Runs a 4.3.
Yeah, chiseled out of Wakanda vibranium steel.
Like, they talk about his jump shot. If it go in, it doesn't matter. I've seen worse jump shots than that, and it goes in. What y'all call better shooters. Like, give this man his flowers, man. You can't deny anything from this man. Never been in trouble.
Never. You never even so much heard of a parking ticket from LeBron James.
Never. Like,
not even
he don't even on the court with the so-called fake tough guys, and he don't even feed into that.
Yeah, he never engages.
He don't even feed into that. Like, man, this man, like, he's phenomenal. And I'm like,
and you
glad to say he's not the GOAT to me.
Who's the GOAT?
I'm gonna say the best player I ever seen play the game. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, let me give you an example. The best player I ever played with in high school was this guy by the name of JP. Best player I ever played with. But my favorite player to play with was my boy Darnell Murphy.
Okay.
So I'm looking at it like this. The best player I ever seen play was Mike. That's the best player I ever seen play. But my favorite player of all time is Kobe Bryant.
You done went like 4 levels of separation right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, LeBron is like number
best
3.
Favorite I played with. Best I ever seen, favorite of all time.
Yeah. Because it's like the
Bro,
layers of the thing.
Who is the best player ever in the NBA?
NBA ever? Michael Jordan.
And it's for me.
Hold on, let me say something. And I'm not even a Michael Jordan fan.
To me, it's LeBron James.
I'm not a Michael Jordan fan.
To me, not only is it LeBron James, but I feel like LeBron James is underrated.
I don't think he's underrated.
Oh, he's underrated. And let me tell you why. He's underrated, and it's not his fault. He's been playing for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel like if you see greatness year after 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 year, 20 times over, it don't seem as great no more because you've seen it over and over again.
But them the haters.
No, it's not only the haters. It's like you see something so much, you kind of get used to it. It kind of becomes expected. So, for example, if you go to, what's your favorite restaurant? Like sit-down restaurant.
Let's say Fleming's.
Okay. How often do you go there?
Probably like twice a year.
Okay, twice a year. That's your favorite restaurant. You go there twice a year. Mm-hmm. Every time you go there, you expect greatness. You get greatness, right?
Right.
Okay. How hard would it hit if you went there 5 days a week all year long?
Yeah,
it wouldn't be as good though, right? Because you see it over and over again. Right. You taste it all the time. You kind of expect to see it. Mm-hmm. The fact that LeBron James is on year 20, no breaks, no real major injuries that cost him a season where he really didn't play a bunch of games. It kind of dumbs down, or not dumbs down. It kind of dilutes what he has done all this time. It takes for you to have to go back and look at 2006 Bron against so-and-so. And you're like, damn, Bron was over there dunking on folks and spitting on folks. Go look at LeBron James' rookie highlights. And you like, this man is 18 years old, coming to the league, hooping on vets, dunking on folks, his basketball IQ, and it's only gotten better since he was 18 years old. LeBron James like 37, 38 years old. Mm-hmm. You cannot fault him for taking care of his body and giving you greatness 20 plus years and then say he's not the best. You talk about Mike. Mike played 15 years in the league. Mm-hmm. LeBron has played 5 years longer than Michael Jordan. So put it like this. When Jordan was with the Wizards, getting knocked out of the playoffs or not making the playoffs, LeBron was with the Cavs winning championships. So how can you go back and say Mike is the greatest of all time and not give LeBron his flowers?
But that's I get what you're saying.
And saying that he's the greatest.
But that's the thing. Like everybody always throw Mike Wizard years in. Mike was still out there averaging 26 points.
But he didn't take the Wizards to the finals.
But listen, he was out there balling at 40.
Didn't take him to the finals. Don't matter.
At 40 though.
It don't matter. And let me tell you about 40. Why you gotta negate 40? Because Mike also went what did he play? 3 years or 4 years in North Carolina?
3.
Okay. 3. So had he not played 3 years in North Carolina, then add 3 more years onto his, and he still wouldn't be playing like LeBron is still playing right now.
He was balling.
Who's your top 5 in the NBA right now?
Top 5 players in the NBA right now? Number one, my number one right now. See, it will be Anthony Davis.
Yeah, well, he stayed hurt.
He's my favorite player, but I'm
not your favorite player. Who are the best players? Who are the 5 best players in the NBA? Now, matter of fact, you ain't even got to answer that. Is LeBron one of the 5 best players in the NBA right now? Mm-hmm. You said that without hesitation. He's been in the league for 20 years. Yeah. So how can somebody 20 years in still be the top 5 after 20 years straight? He's been in the top 5, if not the top 3, for at least 16 out of 20 years. So how can you not consider that person the greatest of all time? Like,
because let me tell you why. Because me as a person, I'm looking at they're always like, oh, LeBron does this and this and this. He does everything. But I'm looking at the skill. When I break down the play, I'm looking at skill all the way.
He does everything at an elite level.
He's not an elite ball handler.
So he get ripped all the time?
I could all he gotta do is boom, boom.
What?
If I was 6'9",
but you're not 6'9",
boom, boom, and look over. LeBron is a great passer because he's 6'9".
So that with that being said, every 6'9" player is a great ball handler or is a great passer?
No.
Okay then. So
no, I'm just saying. I'm saying as I break it down, I'm looking at skill all the way around.
But but you just said if you was 6'9", you could look at dish to everybody. If that's the case, every 6'9" player should be dishing to everybody.
Well, every 6'9" player ain't LeBron, trying to even look to pass the rock.
Ain't LeBron James.
But I'm just saying, like LeBron is number 3 to me.
Let me give you some of these stats. All-time list. I'm gonna ask you. Tell me what you think. All-time in assists. Where do you think LeBron is? All time. The history of basketball.
I think he's at 4, I believe, right now.
He's at 7.
7.
All-time steals.
12.
10.
Okay.
All-time rebounds.
16.
All right, now he kind of slacks on about 38.
38.
38. This is NBA.com. All-time points.
You're going like the 60 because you're 22.
Yeah, I said.
I'm saying, I'm just thinking like going back to the 60s. Yeah.
All-time points.
He's set 3rd right now.
2.
He passed Carl.
Yep.
Yeah, he got
behind Kareem. Now, they talk about, you made reference to LeBron's jumper.
They always say his jumper is bad.
All-time 3 points made.
Probably like 16, 15.
11.
Okay.
So, this man, 7 all-time in assists, 10 all-time in steals. So he dishes, he plays defense. 3-point made, he's number 11 all-time. Out of the history of basketball, there's only 10 people in the NBA who has made more 3-pointers than LeBron James. His rebounding is 38. He plays small forward, and we're talking about back in the day also when you had... Yep. And then points scored all-time is 2nd. So how are you top 7 in assists? I mean, and number 2 in points. Like, you do everything. I can give it to you here, I can give it to you there. I can score, I can help my teammates. Now, let's look at Jordan. Assists. Where's Jordan at all time?
Well, you average 60. Probably like 50th.
47.
Okay.
Steals.
9th.
I give it to you. Jordan played D. 3rd.
Okay.
Rebounds.
80.
Huh?
80.
132.
Okay.
Points.
5th.
5 for points. Last part. 3-point shots.
Oh. We right on there. They ain't shoot threes.
317.
Yeah.
And 3-point shots. So the head-to-head matchup. LeBron James, 7 in assists. Michael Jordan, 47. LeBron James, 10 in steals. Jordan, 3. LeBron James, 11 in 3 points made. Jordan, 317. LeBron James, 38 in rebounds. Jordan's 132.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James, points all time 2. Jordan, 5th. Now, true enough, some of the detractors may say, well, LeBron's still playing. Jordan only played 15 years. LeBron is on 20. Okay. So I will give you the head-to-head matchup. All-time Cavaliers years versus all-time Bulls year. LeBron played a total of 11 years with the Cavs. Jordan played 13 years with the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even going to give you the fluff. LeBron James leads the Cavs all time.
Oh, yeah, and everything.
And rebounds, assists, points, 3 points, and steals in 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan with the Bulls. Now, when you think of Bulls, you would think Michael Jordan, right?
Right.
He would have to be synonymous with everything that the Bulls have done because who else
besides Derrick?
Besides Derrick? Well, is that whose fault is that?
He didn't shoot threes like that.
Well, damn it, why you gonna?
But this is the thing. Mike still average all time points. He's number 1.
So do you think?
Average,
do you think?
Jordan but he wasn't even shooting threes.
So is Jordan a better shooter than LeBron?
I couldn't say because Jordan ain't really shoot threes like that.
So if he,
because LeBron made more threes than Steve Kerr, you think he's a better shooter than Steve Kerr?
No, I don't.
Right, so
I don't. But if you were going for catching fire, I don't even know how to put this as a statistical category. But I think that Jordan's clutch is far higher than LeBron's. But
I hate the clutch. The clutch thing.
Well, hold on. Let me give you the Bulls stats real quick. Jordan leads the Bulls all times in assists, which is crazy because he's 47 all time in the league. He's number 1 in steals. He is 5th in 3-point shots for the Bulls.
Made?
Yeah, 3-point made. He's 5th. Pippen was 4. Pippen has more threes than Jordan.
Right, because Pippen shot more threes than Jordan.
And then he's number 1 in rebounds. And that's with 2 extra.
Jordan number 1 in rebounds for the Bulls?
Yes.
Well, Bron only played 3 years, but
yeah, and that's with 13 years with the Bulls versus 11 with LeBron with the Cavs.
But this is my thing. All right, going back to the clutch thing. I don't like the clutch thing. Like they say clutch. Because you want to know something? I just found out an interesting fact.
What's that?
You know, it's like if you go by clutch, they say clutch is the last 24 seconds of the game. Okay. You know Carmelo's number 1 player clutch? He got the best percentage ever. The last 24 seconds. You would never put Carmelo in front of Kobe, Mike, LeBron,
Dame,
none of them. But he has the best percentage in the last 24 seconds of the game ever. Carmelo is clutch.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like, it's like clutch. Like,
clutch also got to be, what are you playing for? Because if you, like, you know, how many big games is Carmelo playing in, though?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, they say clutch,
that's a different kind of clutch. Yeah, we might be talking about that clutch. You might be shipping from first to second for that type of clutch. Well, that is a wrap once again. Quote of the week this week. What you got?
Quote of the week. If it's yours, don't worry about it.
And there it is. Holla at y'all. Till next time.